Hi viewers, today I am going to teach you .NET interview questions. So in this series we learn how to tackle our interview questions. Okay, so we are going to start interview questions. Okay, in the interviewer asks many questions. Okay, and then question is everyone asks what is a REST API. Okay? Then you can say what is a REST API. REST API is a representational state transfer. Okay, so representational state transfer. So, but what is this and how it works in our application? Okay, so we are going to learn these things. So here first question, it will ask what is REST API. Okay, what is REST API? You can say REST API is a representational state transfer. Okay, transfer. It has four things to run operation. Okay, first get for read the data, post for create the data, and get, post and put for delete update the data. Okay, update the data and delete for remove the data. These are the HTTP verbs. Our API works on these verbs. Okay, our API works on these verbs. What verbs? First one is a get, and second one is a post, and third one is a put, and fourth one is a delete. Okay, so some principle of REST API. So what principle of REST API? So we can see the principle of REST API. Okay, so we can see the principle of REST API. REST API first one is use HTTP verbs properly. Properly means when HTTP verbs, previously I see in the definition HTTP verbs get posted and delete. Okay. So get for the read data, post for the create data, put for the update data, and delete for the remove data. Okay, and the second one rule is a stateless. Okay, stateless. And what is a stateless? Each request is independent. Okay, each request is independent. Okay, each request is independent, and no session is stored on the server. No session is stored on the Okay, so the third one is using use meaningful URIs. Okay, use meaningful URIs. What is a URIs? Example is a user is a model, where is a one. Okay, one is a font, and that one order. Okay, then one order. Okay, user one order is present. Okay, this is the user. Okay, and the user ID is one. Okay, and the user one user ID is order order is given to anyone, and the second user and the second ID. Okay, this the order is given. Okay, this is the order 1 and this is the order 2 for the second user. Okay, this is the meaningful, no verbs in UI. Okay, and the fourth one is a return proper HTTP status. Okay, proper HTTP status, and proper HTTP status code means, okay, code means status code means 200 for the OK, and 201 for the created. Okay, created, and 404 for not found. Okay, not found, and 500 for the error. Okay, error. And the fifth one is a support multiple formats. Okay, support multiple formats, usually JSON or XML. JSON preferred. Okay, okay, the first one is a use HTTP means get, read, get for the read, post for the create, and put for the update, and delete for the remove. Okay, and the second one is the stateless. Stateless means each request is independent. Stateless means each request is independent. When you request for the get, and the get request is independent, no session is stored on the server. Okay, use meaningful URIs. Meaningful URIs means users slash one slash orders. If you Now and the sixth one is a sixth one is a client server separation. Client server separation. Okay, client server separation. A client server separation, front end and back end. Okay, back end are separate system, are separate system. Okay, client server separation, both are different. Client server separation, front end and back end are separate. Okay, front end are different and the back end are the different. Okay, and things use HTTP verbs properly. Each request is independent, no session stored. Okay. Okay. No session is no session is stored. Each request is stateless, means each request is independent. Okay. Use meaningful URIs. Okay. Use meaningful URIs and return properly HTTP status code. Transfer one object to the another object. Okay, clear? Now we we saw the example of the we see the example of REST API. Okay, so we create a method and we use HTTP verbs on that. Okay, in the .NET. Okay, the .NET, how we create the any method. Okay, so we write public I action result. This is the method name, students. Okay, and curly braces open, return. Okay, student service dot get all. Okay, and what is the purpose of this method? This is the get a student method, and get a student method, what HTTP verbs are defined here. Okay, are defined here. The HTTP get. Okay, so you can see the name of get students. Get students, what? You can get the student data. Okay, so when you read anything from here, then use HTTP get HTTP get attribute. Okay, HTTP get attributes. Now what will here. Okay, so though we use here in URIs. Okay, so for the URIs we use students. Okay, we use students. We use students. Now, what is this? This is a REST API endpoint that returns all using the method. Okay, using the get method, and data of the student. Okay, this is used for the URIs. Okay, and now what is the second question? Okay, what is the second question? This question is also related from the REST API. Okay, which attribute is used to write a REST API in .NET Core? Interviewer asks also which attribute is used for write API in .NET Core. So question is which attribute is used to write REST API in .NET Core. Okay, in .NET Core, which attribute is used to write a REST API in .NET Core? Now, in ASP.NET Core, in ASP.NET Core REST API endpoint API endpoints are defined using HTTP methods. Okay, HTTP methods, HTTP methods, attributes. Okay, attributes. Common attributes is, okay, common attribute is, okay, question one, HTTP get to read data. Second one is HTTP post to create data. HTTP put to update data, and HTTP to delete data. Okay, and route to define the route URL pattern. HTTP get to read the data, okay, and HTTP post to create a data, and HTTP put to update a data, HTTP delete to delete data, and route to define the route URL pattern. Okay, now uh, and the second question is in the interview, this is only a theory. When I create practical class, I take a practical on these questions. Okay. The second one is a which method to write today date only. Today date only. Also method to get dot today's date only in C sharp. Use date time dot today. Okay. For example, date time today, date time dot today, console dot write line, today dot to short date string. Output net to 25. Date time dot today returns only the date to short date string. Clean date